Okay, now I've done this stem in the darker olive thread. I'm going to start doing some lazy daisy stitches. I'm not going to go right where I ended because generally speaking, if you put your needle right through the same hole, it's going to pull the stitch out. So I'm going to go down to the third from the top. You see this little triumvirate of stitches? This stitch is underneath the one next to it, so I'm going to sew it first. So I'm going to put my lazy daisy. You come up, you put your needle through the same hole. In this case, the fact that you're doing something else than just going there, you loop your thread, and then you go take your thread from inside the loop to the outside and make a tiny straight stitch to anchor that. Now I'm going to go right next to it and add this other stitch that will sort of go on top of that stitch. These little branches with the little lazy daisies are very common. I mean, it's almost cliche. It's used so much. In fact, I tell my writing students, I also write, that a cliche becomes cliche because it's so popular and it's such a perfect answer to a statement. Same thing is true in sewing. Stitches become almost cliche when they're overused, but they're overused because they're perfect. Now, you can see that in this case, the lazy daisy was not enough. So I'm going to have to come back here and correct that with a satin stitch, and I'll do that in a minute. But I'm going to start out see this? You can see how I haven't completely covered that area with the lazy daisy stitch. I could couch stitch, and I may do that in a minute. But let me just go on down here and do lazy daisies all along. And then I'm going to show you how we're going to add satin stitches to correct what we come up with.